What's going on, guys? This is just a little clip. Voice is gone again. Just came back from a football game. Voice is always gone. 100% of the time after my football games. Doesn't matter what kind of game, my voice is gone. Anyway, I was doing some self-reflection on the way back from the game, and just getting home now. And I was thinking, just self-reflection on my life, like, how far I've came, but like how old I am, how like what I've learned. And I came back. I came up. I was born in Marin, very wealthy area right north of San Francisco, and I grew up very poor. My mom was compared to not like the poorest in like America poor, but just poor in like Marin County poor. So like if you're from Marin County, there's a lot of money in Marin County. But when I say poor, I was like, the bottom of Marin County. So, not that bad, but in terms of that area. And so what I was honestly a little shit when I was a kid, like not a shit to where like I was an asshole shit, like I was just an evil kid. More of a shit like, just trying to make jokes, trying to make everyone laugh, and like I would kind of do whatever it took. I would put on a show. I would do whatever it took, just get a laugh out of somebody. Even if it was doing like the wrong thing. But, as I grew older, going to, this, honestly, I would say this changed my life a lot, is like, as we were poor, growing up, and then, I go to private school and high school, fortunately we got a scholarship, but my mom still had to pay something and made us more poor. Shame on me. Shame on me. I should never went to private school. But I'm just kidding. I think going to private school was one of the best things for me, because what it did was it showed me the other world. You know what I mean? It showed me like the other mindset of the other world. And it was like, even though it was the poorest and like, I was homeless freshman year, we were that broke. Like we got evicted, and it was getting, not like, I was never sleeping on the streets. I was sleeping at a friend's house at the time, jumping around from like, aunts, dads to, family, friends. And I just ended up with my friends by myself, and I was there for about 9 months, I think, 6 to 9 months on my own, and with obviously my friend and his family. But it was a huge learning experience, huge. And during that time, I was like so in my head about like how poor I was. Obviously, as I got older, I realized like parts of this world are way more poor. Like, shut up, But like as I grew up, I was like, man, like looking back in retrospect, again, I coach at Marin Catholic, it's where I went to high school. Going to the private school really, again, taught me that other mindset of the other world, and was like, hey, I was a shit before high school. In high school, I was like, still had that vibe, but honestly, it was like a big changing time. Like those 4 years of high school, I would say I changed so much in terms of like, consumption, learning, like absorbing so many things. I feel like I'm an observer. Like I'm a listener. I like adapt. I'm one of those guys, and so, I'm getting used to this totally different world, where I come from, and then going to private school because I wanted to go there for, football, obviously, and it was crazy. And I think that in retrospect, having different views is always a good thing. Having two different perspectives on things is a good thing. So, kind of my main thing was like, I think having those both perspectives is just retrospect really helped me. And if there's any chance for you watching this, if there's any chance for you to do anything that is going to make you see in the different perspective, I would highly recommend jumping on the opportunity, because I found that I grew a lot during that experience. And I feel like if anyone goes through a different perspective opportunity where they can see the other person's point of view, it's really going to make them more empathetic and make them more successful in today's world. So this is my retrospect. Hopefully this helped one of you.